Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Murder Show. I'm your host Farris Jones, and we definitely have a doozy for you guys today. Today we talk about Antron Singleton, aka Big Lurch. Now let's jump right in, shall we? Originally from Dallas, Texas, Singleton had moved to sunny Los Angeles, California, where he was an aspiring rapper. In April 2002, after suffering from amnesia from smoking PCP, Singleton found himself in jail. He had been arrested for murdering his roommate and eating her body parts. On April 10, 2002, 26-year-old Singleton and a group of friends were partying at his apartment, which Singleton referred to as a dope house. 21-year-old Tynesha Issei, a mother of two, was also in attendance. The group started pass around a pipe full of PCP, also known as water in the urban areas. In Rhyme and Punishment, Lurch recalls, "We started smoking the PCP and they just kept feeding it to me and feeding it to me. The next thing I remember is I woke up in jail with a murder." According to witness testimony, Singleton told everyone else to leave except for Tynesha. It was at that point that he brutally tortured and killed her. Her body had many cut wounds, and her chest was carved open. Her body had bite marks, and it seems Singleton ate part of her lung. When the police arrested Singleton, he was naked walking down the street. He was pulling his hair out and barking like a dog. He was covered in blood. A medical examination after he was captured found human flesh inside his stomach that was from another person. In a 2016 interview on Vlad TV, Singleton expresses that he experienced amnesia for almost 2 weeks after his arrest. It was only after that point that he learned he was in jail for murder. He had no memory of the murder or the night of April 10. According to Singleton, he was diagnosed with bipolar disorder years before the night of the murder, and Grimes knew about it but did not mention it in court. Singleton says Grimes knew about his mental illness because Grimes picked him up from the mental institution when he was diagnosed. The content of one of Antron, Big Lurch, Singleton's songs was actually used in court against him. His album, It's All Bad, released after he was in prison, but prosecutors got special access to it and used his lyrics against him in court. On the song, I Did It To You, Big Lurch raps about both made-up killers such as Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and real-life serial killers like Jeffrey Dahmer and Charles Manson. In my estimation, this song has nothing to do with us as murder and should not be. Singleton was convicted of his crimes and will spend the rest of his life in prison unless overturned on appeal. His best bet may be that his lawyer mishandled the case, but that is a difficult point to prove. Present-day Singleton is sober in prison and spends his time reading, especially about the law. He is still doing what he can from prison to pursue music. Near the end of his interview on Vlad TV, he says, "Never do drugs." Well folks, I hope that didn't ruin your appetite. But that concludes our time here on The Murder Show. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, comment or subscribe. It's free. Thank you for watching. And remember to sleep with the lights on.